Guys, Deluded Guna, good evening. Now, I'm here to speak about, I don't even know the purpose of this video, if it makes sense, but you know how we always hear, and this ain't digging anyone else out, this is to make the point, Pochettino, he's improved Walker, he's improved Rose, he's improved Kane, he's done this, he's done that, Wenger's improved this player, that player, or how Pep has made Sterling confident and improved his running and his finishing and all of these things. Stones the same, or Monreal could even be thrown into this. There's numerous other examples of players. United have a couple, there's a couple here and there and everywhere. But I've just said the names that I've sat down and come up with. Now, the reason for this video actually is, you know how you hear, like I've just said, these managers get praised for improving players, and I'm not knocking that. Clearly, they have improved these players. But to what degree? It's like you never hear people praise the actual players. Like, yes, Pochettino and these players are giving tips, are training them, telling them how good they can be and what they can be good at. Ultimately, it's sparking that spark inside the individual to want to better themselves. But these individuals are, at the end of the day, the ones playing. Like Rose said, people behave like he had two left feet. He dramatically improved. But how much credit has to go to Rose? For one, for example, yes, Pochettino worked with him and he was cerebral in that. But we don't personally know how much individual effort he did to improve himself, watching clips by himself, doing drills by himself, liaising with his own people externally with Spurs or internally with Spurs, outside of Spurs, sorry. We don't know what he actually did by himself. So I do think it's unfair to just praise the praise the manager. It's like you never hear of the players. Ultimately, they are the ones going on the football pitch as well, and at the end of the day, implementing whatever they've learned or whatever in it. So why don't they get the praise? For me, I used to think it was 50-50, the players and the manager, and I still to a degree think that. But currently, I'm starting to think it's 60-40, 60 for the players, 40 for the managers, purely because there's studies that say you don't even when it comes to learning in school, we don't retain a lot of the information. So what does that now come down to? That comes down to me choosing to learn certain things so I can pass certain tests and stuff. So if we apply that same logic to players, yes, they may be getting told, for example, Poch might say, run forward, Rose, be a bit more proactive in joining in the attacking movements. He can say that, but it's down to Rose to decide to do that or to cut inside or come short and have the confidence to do that. So why don't we praise players? Kane the same. Now Kane was a bit different. He never got the chance. He went on mad loan spells. But why don't we ever praise someone like Kane for believing in himself, that when the chance comes he can do his thing, for improving his free kicks, for improving his movement, for all of these things? Because I used to have an old Twitter. You can see I've been screaming Kane from 2011, you know. The first time I see this guy, he didn't do anything amazing, but he looked like someone that could finish chances, and he's had it. So why don't we praise him? Sterling, people were saying Sane, Silva, all of these guys. Sterling, you're not going to play. You're really going to be a 50 million flop. What credit goes down to Sterling for getting his head down, for retaining the information Pep told him, for looking at, maybe he looked at, similar to what I said about Rose, maybe he himself looked at other footage, ultimately believe in himself, ultimately have an elite mentality to display consistency, to display confidence, to improve your finishing, which can still go a long way, to make the difference and become a difference maker. How much credit actually goes to Sterling for doing this? Because you reap what you sow. Ultimately, he put in the hard work. In the same way you see the likes of Depay to a degree doing his thing now, Ibe and Shaw and all of these guys, for numerous examples where good managers have had them and they've either not kicked. I remember man was saying he's better than Sterling, but back to the point. All of these players that have been under managers that they can improve under but haven't kicked on to the next level or anything. The same way that people say it's their fault. Why don't people praise the players for going and doing this madness? Because yes, and I keep saying Rose and Poch because that seems to be just the one in my head. But Poch did improve him. But how much goes to Rose? Like, how much credit goes to Rose for sitting down and thinking, okay, I can be much better, or I'm selling myself short, or I can contribute in an attacking sense. Even John Stones. People are saying the same with what they're saying with Sterling about Stones. What goes down to him? I still think he can go on a long way and he's being overplayed. But how much goes down to him for saying, okay, let me think like a defender first? Even Jamie Vardy, when he come Premier League, I swear he was a winger / forward. He wasn't really making noise like this. How much credit? Someone obviously moved him consistently up front, but how much credit goes to Vardy for becoming 30, for becoming a killer, for finishing chances, for being tactical with them dives as well? How much credit goes to the actual players? And it does seem like the footballing world praises everyone but the actual players, because at the end of the day, they're the ones going to play it. If I look at my own personal journey as a footballer, amateur footballer, I told you, I left Edmund All Stars because I wanted to win stuff. Went Norseman under a new manager. I call him Black Pep, Darren Marshak, man. He's almost like a Black Pep Guardiola. He opened my mind to seeing certain things and understanding the game, especially at fullback, because I'm a failed winger, man. I had to jump fullback. But yeah, he taught me a lot. Like, he opened the game out to me. Like, he would tell me, Kwani, contribute, tuck inside, show them inside the further you are up the pitch, show them outside the nearer you are to your goal. Don't dive in, stay on your feet. All of these certain things that he told me to improve me as a footballer. Be more confident when you're playing a forward pass. Do it more often. These are just random examples. All of these things, they were valid, and I could see how it worked in training. I could understand it, and it enticed me to improve. But how much credit goes down to me for ultimately playing the football, ultimately keeping clean sheets, helping to keep clean sheets, making tackles, putting crosses in, getting assists and things like that? How much credit will go to me? And if I'm honest, I believe 60% me now that I'm thinking about it, because he told me all the stuff, but I went out and done it and displayed consistency. And for those who know, Norseman was a very competitive side. There was 2 players for every position, and not to gas myself, but I held mine, and you can go do your research. Anyone that knows me knows my shirt was my shirt. Like, Tall Man kept his shirt. They called me Tall Man, play on words because I'm short. The manager done that. It's a violation, I know. But yeah, man, that's the end of the vid still, to be honest with you guys. Guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest of it, man. I'm out.